Hey guys, it's Nicole, and today I am sharing my first project with the November 2021 Flavors of the Month kit from the Scraproom. Here you can see all four flavors together, the embellishment add-on, and then the pattern paper add-on. I do not have the extra pattern papers this month, so I stuck pretty close to the main kits for, I think, all my projects. I also decided to pair this kit with the Freaky Fast formula. This is a challenge that typically goes up, I believe, the first Friday of the month. Basically, you are given predetermined paper sizes and you kind of use that to design a page. Typically, it's kind of designed around a single page, so what I ended up doing was deciding to turn this into a double page. So here I'm going through everything that came in the main kit, the 3 pattern papers, white cardstock this time around, a 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and then I did go ahead and grab the enamel dots, which came with the embellishment add-on. I ended up not using them, but I did want to go ahead and just include them in this part of the video. I've mentioned this before. This is just kind of how I go through the kits when I get them and try to come up with an idea. Now, when I do the formula challenge, this is just what works for me. I don't like to cut my pattern papers until I know what I'm going to do. So I take just scratch colored cardstock. I actually tend to use the same pieces over and over again. I just flip them over, write the new size on it, trim it down, and this is how I kind of figure out what I'm going to do. The triangle measurement kind of threw me off. So it hung around for a little bit until I kind of came up with something that I wanted to do with it. And when I saw the sizes, I kind of figured that they were gonna be easier for me to double them and turn them into a double page layout. If it's big chunks of pattern paper, that tends to just work out better for my personal style and for stretching it into a 2-page layout. So I chose to take this dark green kind of tone-on-tone paper, and this is what I'm going to get my 2 pieces that are the 5 by 8.25 measurement. I tend to not cut any of my pattern papers until I'm absolutely sure where they're going to go. I did the yellow tone-on-tone for the 2 by 10-inch strips, and then I thought I was going to use the floral side of this, but I felt like the red gingham pattern kind of went better with my theme, which is basically just some photos from Thanksgiving. And this is super old. This is from 2011, which would have been my son's first Thanksgiving. I felt like the plaid kind of lent itself a little bit better than the floral pattern. And then because the big chunks and the way that I had arranged them was going to leave this big opening, I knew that I could either fill it with some 4x6 photos, some wallets, that kind of thing. I chose to just drop my photos into the same photo collage and then just rotate it. So I'm going to be able to put 12 photos on this by making them smaller and putting them in a collage. This is something that I have talked about before. I like to do this when it is not the greatest photos or they're kind of all over the place. There's lots of stuff going on in the background. It's just a quick way for me to crop them in a sense. And then because the collage is pre-designed, I don't have to guess at the photo sizes. Now, there was a measurement on the formula that was a 3 by 2-inch piece. I have this little notebook die that came with a different set. I think it came with like a stamp and then the die to cut like a little notebook piece. And it pretty much measured 3 by 2. So that's going to be my 3 by 2 piece. I cut 2 pieces. One, I cut the image from a 3 by 4 card out with it. The other one, I just did the yellow tone-on-tone paper so that I could bring in some of the yellow from the bottom of the layout to the top of the layout. And I'm just going to use those as what I would call like tucking pieces, just something to kind of tuck in. And at this point, I've made all my decisions. I did go ahead and ink the edges of my pattern paper in corresponding colors, so like a red, a yellow, and a green. If I don't want to ink the edges in brown, but I also don't want to have the white core exposed, tone-on-tone inking is what I prefer. And then at this point was when I kind of came up with the idea to just take one of the 3x4 cut aparts that, even though it has a giant phrase on it and some icons, the color that was printed on, so it's like I can't tell if it's black or navy, I don't know what it is, but I cut that in half. So it's kind of like a 3x4 triangle piece, not a 3.5 inch like it says on the formula. That's just my modification. I figured that if I cut it in half, I could tuck it behind my photos and have it be kind of like a photo corner, and also bring in some of the darker colors, because at this point I wasn't sure which stickers I was going to use. And I knew that if I pulled any of the stickers that had any of the black or super dark colors in it, it was going to look a little weird, I guess, if I didn't have anything else. So that was kind of why I picked that specific 3x4 card. And it's just really easy to cut it in half, tuck it behind, and then it kind of looks like a photo corner. The only thing I really added from my stash was some letter stickers. I knew I just kind of wanted to document that it was basically Thanksgiving. I wasn't going to come up with like a crazy creative title. The kit itself, or the collection from Cartabella, is very kitchen, recipe, farmy kind of feeling to me. But to me, when I think of home cooking and stuff like that, I think of any kind of like family get together. And 9 times out of 10, the only photos I'm going to have of something like that would be Thanksgiving or Christmas. So while it's not necessarily a fall themed line, and it's not necessarily a Thanksgiving or gratitude themed line with the elements and stuff, I'm able to have it skew towards a Thanksgiving theme by just being selective of what I picked. So not using the floral pattern and instead using the plaid B side of that, being a little bit selective with the icons that I'm picking is going to allow me to kind of have this be a Thanksgiving themed layout that maybe has a different color palette than what we're kind of used to. I did also grab some jelly bean soup like tile stickers to put my year on there. And then I kept it pretty simple as far as embellishing. Something like this, where I've got 2 pages kind of spanning a 24-inch width, I either go all out and do like a big scene, or I'll just do something like this. I like to tuck things in and have it almost look like stuff is sitting on a shelf. So I just chose to put some stuff on the left, some stuff on the right, and then put like a small little cluster down on the lower right. And then that kind of gives me an area that makes sense to include my date. And then the things that I typically look for on the sticker sheets are the tiny phrases, because they're typically going to be a solid color background, which is going to give me a way to add some color and some interest to the clusters. And again, I just kind of go through and look for anything that's not going to clash with my theme. So I'm not going to pick anything that says like recipe or farm, or I don't know. Kind of hard to explain why I pick things, but I do try to explain it because I do get questions. I went with my typical journaling strips. It's quick and easy. I actually do all of them at the same time, and then I just go back and finish each video with the journaling strips. And I like them because I can add them pretty much anywhere. This is the breakdown of the formula. Again, I just cut 2 of everything, kind of mirrored everything. And then the close-ups, so these are the 3x2 pieces that I die cut, the letter stickers that I pulled from my stash, the tiny cluster that I was talking about, I did remember to date my layout, and then journaling and the other cluster. So as always, I thank you guys for spending some time with me. Please check out the description box below if you're looking for any information regarding the kits, challenges, all that stuff.